2025 is when Strange New Worlds must fully become Star Trek. When Star Trek Strange New Worlds premiered in 2022, it immediately stood apart from the rest of modern Trek. After years of serialized, heavy, galaxy-shaking story arcs on Discovery and Picard, S&W was a deliberate return to the episodic storytelling that defined the original series. Its blend of classic optimism, colorful characters, and adventure spirit won over even skeptical fans. But as the series prepares for its third season in 2025, the show faces a crucial turning point. It must now fully embrace its role as the flagship Star Trek series of the moment. For 2 seasons, Strange New Worlds has been in a balancing act. On one hand, it's a prequel tethered to existing canon and characters like Pike, Spock, Uhura, and Kirk. On the other, it's also been a playground for experimentation, giving us musical episodes, crossovers with Lower Decks, and stories that push Trek into new tonal territory. But now, the honeymoon phase is over. Fans no longer just want a fun diversion. They want Strange New Worlds to step into the captain's chair and carry the franchise forward in a way that's unmistakably Star Trek. Episodic isn't enough anymore. The episodic formula is a welcome return to form, but Season 3 needs to prove that the show can do more than homage. Trek has always thrived on allegory, episodes that use strange planets, alien species, or bizarre scientific phenomena to reflect back on human issues. While S&W has dipped into this, some of its standout episodes, like The Elysian Kingdom or Those Old Scientists, lean more into gimmick and novelty. They were fun, but they didn't always leave viewers with the same moral or philosophical punch that a classic Trek story delivered. 2025 is the moment for the series to take those lessons and sharpen its storytelling. Strange New Worlds must start crafting episodes that resonate with the world outside of our screens. Whether it's technology, ethics, or culture, Trek has always been a mirror. Without that sharper commentary, S&W risks becoming a stylish nostalgia trip rather than the franchise-defining series it has the potential to be. Pike's burden must take center stage. One of the richest elements of Strange New Worlds is Captain Pike himself. Anson Mount plays him with warmth, charisma, and moral clarity, but also a heavy burden. Pike knows the tragic fate awaiting him. For 2 seasons, this looming knowledge has simmered in the background. It's provided dramatic tension, but the show has often softened its edges in favor of lighter storytelling. By 2025, S&W must dive deeper into Pike's internal struggle. His leadership, knowing what's ahead, should shape not just individual episodes, but the trajectory of the show. What does it mean to boldly go when you know your destiny is sealed? That existential question is a uniquely Star Trek problem, philosophical, character-driven, and deeply human. If the writers lean into Pike's conflict, it can transform Strange New Worlds from a fun prequel into an essential meditation on fate, choice, and responsibility. The shadow of the original series. Another challenge for S&W is its proximity to the original series. Season 2 introduced James T. Kirk, played by Paul Wesley, and while his portrayal has been met with curiosity and debate, his presence raises a looming question. How much should Strange New Worlds overlap with TOS? There's a danger here. If the series leans too heavily on TOS nostalgia, it risks becoming little more than a prequel checklist, introducing one familiar character after another. But if it completely ignores those connections, it misses the chance to explore how these iconic figures evolved before the era we know. The solution? Balance. Uhura's growth has been one of the strongest arcs so far, showing how a supporting character from TOS can be deepened and reimagined. The same could happen with Chapel, M'Benga, and even Kirk if the series resists the urge to rush into canon milestones. In 2025, S&W must prove that it can honor Trek history while forging its own identity. A galaxy in transition. One advantage Strange New Worlds has is its setting. The 23rd century is a time of exploration, but also of looming conflict. The Federation is expanding, the Klingons are watching, and the Romulans are still a shadowy threat. This gives the show an opportunity to bridge the gap between the optimism of exploration and the darker realities of galactic politics. So far, S&W has played these elements cautiously. But as it matures, it has the chance to show the Federation in transition, idealistic but not infallible. Trek has always thrived when exploring the complexities of diplomacy, war, and peace. In 2025, the series can take those threads and weave them into stories that feel urgent and relevant, without abandoning its adventurous tone. Why 2025 matters. With Discovery ending, Picard concluded, and Lower Decks nearing its final voyages, Strange New Worlds is stepping into uncharted territory, being the beating heart of the franchise. Paramount will